Guys, today we are back in 3D Sprunki RP and Animations, and today I am going to be ranking each badge morph in a tier list. But guys, I have absolutely no time to waste because there are 107 different badges to get to. All right, so what do we have first here? Looks like we have Mustard Derpal. Okay, guys, you see how many morphs there are? There are literally so many badges, some that I've even forgot existed. All right, Mustard Derpal is up here. Let's start with Mustard Derpal. I'm not going to be able to show every morph because that's just going to take way too long, but here we have Mustard Derpal. Honestly, pretty fire if we hear him sing. I mean, it's got like a different vibe to it. You know, it's not like the original Derpal sound, but it's still really good. I honestly almost maybe like this better than some of the other Derpals, but let's see here. I mean, where would I put this? I think I would probably put this in like A tier. I love Derpal, but I don't know that he's like one of the best Derpals. Honestly, if I could, I'd put all Derpals in S tier, but I can't. So I'm going to put him at A tier. What do we have next? We have Sprunk Sky. All right, let's see Sprunk Sky here. Honestly, like, I love the design of Sprunk Sky. I think it's a really, really good take on Sky. But when we compare it to other skies, like the Pyramid Sky, it's just like, honestly, not even really close. I do like whatever, like, the earrings and stuff are here. And obviously, like, the sound is cool. Like, it's actually kind of a vibe. But I would say, if I had to put this anywhere, I think I would put Sprunk Sky around, like, maybe C tier. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not, like, the biggest Sky fan. But guys, I do have potential to move stuff around. And let me know in the comments if you think I get any wrong and where you would put them instead. All right, next up we got 1996 Mr. Sun. I think this is kind of obvious. I mean, 1996 is like goated for me. I'm putting that A tier. Pretty much every 1996 morph is going to be A tier except for maybe a couple. Honestly, I could potentially even move it down to B tier. I might put it in B tier for now because I'm probably going to be putting so many 1996 morphs high up. And then we have Pyramid Sky. I mean, that's A tier. Anything Pyramixed, I absolutely love anything Pyramixed. There's only a couple that I think are probably not A tier. All right, now we've got Sprunked Mr. Sun. I think, honestly, I'm going to be so honest with you guys. I know that I ranked the Sprunked Sky at C. I think I might rank the Sprunked Mr. Sun at B, only because I think that I might rank Sprunked Mr. Sun at D. I think that's going to be our first D tier. I just don't love him. Honestly, like, Mr. Sun is really cool. His sound is just not my favorite, and I think the Sprunked version is just, like, too minimalistic. It's too basic. But anyways, now we have first S tier morph. That's right. Absolutely 100% S tier. 1996 Derpal is literally goated. Like, I have no words to say. You guys know the sound, like the 1996 sounds. I always say it. They make me so like nostalgic and happy. It's just so fun. 1996 Derpal 100% deserves the first S tier. All right, now we also have 1996 Mr. Fun Computer. Again, I think 1996 is so good. Mr. Fun Computer, I'm gonna say it. No, actually, no, I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna do S tier, but I'm gonna do A tier, and I'm gonna put him all the way at the top. Like 100%, he deserves to be at the top of A tier for right now. Then we have an absolutely goated one next. Pure Mixed Funbot, 100% A tier. Maybe even above Mustard Derpal, I would say. Honestly, like I said, guys, Pure Mixed is so good. The only reason Pure Mixed Sky is lower than Derpal is because I don't love Sky all that much, and Derpal is like literally my goat. Now we have 1996 Garnold. Again, this is someone who is going to end up in A tier. 1996 is just such a good game, and I love the Garnold version. All right, next up we have Mustard Clucker. I don't know. I mean, Clucker's really cool, but like the Mustard version, I think that's kind of like C tier. Like, I don't really care. Like, he's really cool. I probably won't use him all that much. But now we come to yet another 100% S tier. We have the Phase 3 Remastered Derpal, the V2. Now, guys, this is from a recent update, but you can no longer get it. And this, of course, is one of my favorites. Derpal and Phase 3. I mean, come on. Like, how can you even beat that? We could do the Sprunky retake. So weird, so creepy, but then we also have the Phase 3. I mean, guys, it's such a good morph. 100% S tier. And I think I'm actually going to throw this above the 1996 Derpal. You guys are going to notice a pattern. There's going to be a lot of Derpals in S tier, I have a feeling. But that's just because there are so many goated Derpals. Okay, next up, we have Animus. And guys, again, we are just getting some really good badges here because I'm going to put him above Pure Mixed Funbot. I think Animus is one of the coolest morphs in the game. I absolutely love the guitar. The only reason I'm not putting it at S tier is because there can actually only really be like a few S tiers, I feel like. All right, next up, we have 1996 Horror Mr. Sun. And actually, I know that I put the 1996 Mr. Sun at B, but the horror one deserves to be absolutely way higher. Like, just look at this. When I hit sing, oh my gosh, it literally transforms into an entirely different morph. It's so creepy. And then he transforms back and he's just like chilling, like nothing ever happened. I think because of that, he deserves to be at A, and I'm gonna put him above Pyramid Sky, like kind of in the middle here below Mustard Derpal. All right, next up, we are going with another 1996 morph. We have 1996 Mr. Tree. And actually, if you watch my videos, you guys know what I'm about to do. This might shock some of you, okay? But I am going to put this into S tier. Guys, hear me out. This morph is so fun. Like, it's literally just so fun. I have said it before that I think this is one of the best morphs in the game. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about it, but it's so fun and nostalgic, and it literally just makes me so happy. Like, listen to this. How can you not get happy to this song? It's so good. The morph is amazing. Like, the overall design, the animation, everything. This is 100% S tier. I don't know if some of you guys maybe weren't expecting that, but for those of you that watch my videos a lot, you know where that was going. Okay, we got an April Fool's badge. Now, this is technically 3, or actually, I guess 4 morphs. I think I'm probably going to put this in like B tier, maybe above Mr. Sun there. I think it's really cool, and honestly, it's 4 morphs, so like you really get a lot for this badge. But I just don't really have a lot of use cases for like Poop Derpal and Poop Simon, other than just like trolling my friends, but that's not really all the time. So I'm gonna put them like kind of in the middle because they are really cool and they clearly put a lot of work into them. And honestly, the animations are pretty sick on those. I just don't really know how much I'm gonna use them. All right, now we got Pyramix Tunner. Now, I said it earlier in the video, but Pyramix is probably going to be a lot higher on the list. And I actually am a really big fan of Pyramix Tunner, but there are so many morphs. So I think I'm honestly going to put this at the top of B, just because I really don't know that this is better than the ones in A, but we'll just have to see. Like, as the list goes on, I might switch some stuff around. All right, now we have 1996 Sky, and kind of similar to the other Skies, I'm just going to put this above in C tier. I think it's really cool and I really like the sound, but again, I'm not really the biggest Sky fan. I think my favorite Sky is probably the Pyramix Sky, but I'm going to leave it like that for now. Then we get to an interesting one. If you guys see this list, you see the Mr. Suns, besides Phase 2, 1996, are pretty low. This one I actually think deserves to be pretty high. I'm going to put this maybe at the end of A tier, maybe at the top of B tier. This is a really good one. I really love the Regretful Game. Like, they added this recently, and I think it's a really, really good addition. I don't know that it's S tier or even really A tier, but it honestly is pretty high on the list for me. All right, and then next up, we have 1996 Simon, and as you guys know, I am a really big fan of the 1996. I mean, obviously, I put 1996 Sky kind of low, but I'm going to put 1996 Simon, I think, maybe just under Regretful Mr. Sun. I really am a big fan of the 1996. Obviously, I have 2 in S tier, so that should say a lot about what I feel about 1996. I don't know that Simon deserves to be an A tier, but I think he's honestly really cool. Now, next up, we have 1996 Gray, and actually, I'm going to do a bold move here, and I'm going to put him just under 1996 Mr. Fun Computer. Now, if we go back to Roblox here, I can kind of explain why. Honestly, like, the 3D morph, it's nothing to write home about. It's just Gray. Like, he's already pretty basic, and the 1996 version is even more basic. There's something about the bass. Like, when I play this bass, you can hear how, like, deep the bass is, and how funky it is, and how really, honestly, cool it is. I love the vibes of this. I think the sound alone is enough to put 1996 Gray that high on the list. All right, guys, now we have the Regretful Mr. Fun Computer. And honestly, I absolutely love Mr. Fun Computer. As you guys can tell, like, I'm a very big fan of Mr. Fun Computer. I think he has one of the best sounds in every game. However, this one does not have animations. At least I don't think so. Let's check right now. All right, here we go. Let's sing. Okay, yeah, there's no animations when I sing. Even though it is a good sound, there are no animations. So I think because of that, I'm going to put him like top C. I mean, that's crazy, but I think that's probably where I should put him. All right, next we have Regretful Garnold. I mean, I think Regretful Garnold is probably going to be maybe above Mustard Derpal in A. I mean, I think Regretful Garnold is really, really sick. Wait, that's actually kind of funny. There's 2 Garnolds up here. We have 96 and we have Regretful. And this is definitely correct because I think Regretful is better than 1996. But we also have Regretful Simon. Now, this is actually tough because I really like the Regretful Simon sound. I'm actually going to put him above 96 Gray here. I think that is where he belongs. songs. And then we also have a Regretful Tunner here. I think this is cool, but I think like the others, this might be like low B or even high C. I think I'm going to put him in high C tier right now. I don't think there's really anything special about Regretful Tunner. He is cool, but there's nothing really special about it. And now we get to yet another S tier. You guys know exactly where this is going. This is going S tier. I would honestly say this might be one under Phase 3 Derpal, because Phase 3 Derpal I really, really like. But Meet the Owner is obviously so rare. And I somehow have been lucky enough to get Meet the Owner. And I love everything about it. Like the walking cycle, everything. Honestly, Kate is not a morph you see in many games. So this is really, really cool. And the fact that you can unlock other morphs from this morph is crazy. Like I can literally help people unlock a special morph just by doing this Meet the Owner badge. It is so sick. And honestly, I love the sound. Like it's really like Wenda vibes. It's basically Wenda is what it is. But I honestly love it. I think this is a really great morph. I think we are exactly right where we put it. I think right under Derpal in S tier is perfect. 1996 Pinky. I mean, this is kind of like 1996 Sky. I mean, I'd maybe even put her under 1996 Sky. I don't really care. It's cool, but like Pinky is really not one of my favorites. Okay, what do we got? We got the new Pyramix Horror Sulfur. Honestly, this is a fire one. I'm not gonna lie. I really liked this when we did this in the most recent update. I'm actually going to put this maybe in A tier. I would honestly put this at the bottom of A tier. And honestly, guys, as you can see, we're not even like halfway through yet, but there's a lot on the top. That is because, honestly, a lot of these are so good. I feel bad. Sprunk Mr. Sun is kind of alone down here in D tier. I'm sure there will be some more morphs that end up down there. But for right now, honestly, these have just been so fire so far. All right, now we got Pyramix Ratty. I mean, this is like A tier. This is 100% A tier. I'm going to put this like below Garnold, I think, maybe above Mustard Derpal. Honestly, all the Pyramix are so good. Same with Jevin here, although I don't know that I'd put him up that high. I think maybe I'd even put him at the bottom of B. I think that's probably a good spot. Now we have 96 Funbot and Horror 96 Funbot. I mean, these are really cool. I actually really do like Funbot a lot. And I think the 1996 Phase 1 one is good. And I'd probably maybe put that at the top of B, but I think the Phase 2 is even better. I would probably put that somewhere around here, maybe just a little bit less than Horror Mr. Sun. Next up, we have Early Player. Guys, you know exactly where this is going. Honestly, comment right now where you think I'm putting this. I think you guys all know exactly where this one is going. I'm gonna go slowly. Is it gonna be D? Nah. Is it gonna be C? Nah. Is it gonna be B? Nope. A? Maybe? Nope. Obviously, that is number 1 S tier. This is my favorite morph in the game. I don't think anything on this list is going to be ranked higher than Early Player. The Pixel Derpal is literally my favorite. You guys always joke in the comments about how my intro is always about Pixel Derpal, and that is literally because Pixel Derpal is my absolute favorite. The sound is so good, the animation is so good, and like the 3D model is sick. Like who would not want Pixel Derpal? Even besides the fact that you get it for being like early and it's super, super exclusive and rare, honestly, it's just such a good morph. Like I would want this now, even if it wasn't rare. But all right, I mean, that one was easy. You knew exactly where that one was going. All right, now we have the welcome badge. I put this in here, but we really don't even need that because I don't think you actually get a morph for that. I think that's just you unlock that for joining the game. So now we can move on to Top Hat Guy. I mean, this is a classic. I can't even remember the last time that they put a Top Hat Guy badge in here. I actually love this one. I don't think that this is like anything insane, but I do like it a lot. So I would maybe put it at like the top of B or maybe just under 1996 Funbot here. All right, now we have Fan and Wenda. This was one of the first ones that was like fully 2D. It's nothing really crazy. I do like the fact that it's hand drawn. I think that is really cool. But again, it's nothing really crazy. And honestly, I think this might go down in C. I think this might, I would probably put this above Mustard Clucker, but I think it's going to be in C for now. Okay, now guys, don't hate me, but Cool Guy is going in D. It is literally nothing. Cool Guy literally does nothing. Like all he does is literally just blink. Guest Wenda is cool, but I mean, it's nothing really crazy. I honestly prefer the original Wenda to anything. So I'm probably going to put that down here, maybe below Fan and Wenda. I think Fan and Wenda is a little bit cooler. But now we come to an interesting one. We have the 1 million visits badge. And you can see if I go over here, the 1 million visits, it's no longer attainable. It's like a scary Wenda. Honestly, I wish I had this one. I don't think I can go in here. Yeah, I just die. Unfortunately, I don't have the 1 million. but we can see it through here. And of course, I have seen videos of it before, and it is super rare. So for that reason, I think I'd probably put this in S tier. I think probably all of the really crazy rare ones are going to be in S tier, or maybe A tier. We'll see as time goes on, but that's where it's going to stay for right now. All right, now we've got HappyBot, and HappyBot is actually an interesting one because I think this is one of the most underrated morphs in the game. I don't know that I've seen any other game do HappyBot, and so this is actually like really unique to this game. And you can hear if we sing, it's a really cool animation, and I love the drums on it. I honestly think that this is genuinely one of the most underrated morphs in the game. And for that reason, I'm putting it in A, and actually I'm going to put it above Pyramix Ratty. I think it kind of sits in the middle here. Maybe could go higher than Regretful Garnold, but I think I'm going to put it in the middle, just above Pyramix Ratty. Now, this is another interesting one, the Santa Tunner. I love Christmas. I think Christmas is such a vibe, but I unfortunately do not have this morph. Now, we can see it through here, and if I were to glitch, I could actually go in there and get a closer look, but I think the design on this is so sick. Like, I love Santa Tunner. However, I have no idea what it sounds like, but because it's also rare, I think I might put this in A tier. This is the first rare one to go in A tier. Honestly, I'm just going to put it at the end here because I don't know what it sounds like. So I don't really know if it's appropriate to put that in S tier because we don't know how good it is. But I don't know, guys. Leave it in the comments. Let me know if you have Santa Tunner and you think it should be higher on the list. Please put it in the comments and let me know. All right, next up, we have Horror Retake Wenda. And I'm not going to lie, guys. I think it's cool, but I really don't think that Horror Wenda changes much in Retake. So I'm going to put that at the bottom of C tier. I feel like I'm putting Wenda too low on these lists. But I promise, guys, I'm sure I'll find a Wenda that deserves to be higher on the list. Now, guys, this next one is going to be weird. I think you know exactly where this is going. I unfortunately do not have this one, but you can see it in the game here. It's the OG Phase 3 Remastered derpal. It has one of the craziest badges. Like, everything else is a circle badge, and this one is just the mouth. I think because of that, and because of how rare and how legendary this morph is, I think that this is another S tier. I'm going to put it at the bottom just because we don't have it, but realistically, if I had it, it would probably be here, just below the remastered version. All right, now I got to start speeding through some of these because this video is going to go on forever if I don't. We have Retake Wenda here. I would say Retake Wenda is actually better than Horror Wenda just because I like the little chants. I would actually maybe put this at the bottom of B tier. Now, here's another one that I actually think is super underrated, and it honestly has a very similar vibe. We've got Cabely here, who I actually think is a really cool design, and the animation's actually really sick. If you see, like, this is one of the coolest animations. I don't know how they did such a good job with that glow, and the fact that it goes inside and then outside versus from side to side, I think that's a really cool take on, like, the Funbot face and the Garnold face. Because of that, I'm going to put Cabely right under Animus. This was one of the first morphs I ever unlocked in the game, and honestly, it's so sick. All right, now we kind of got to go through here pretty quick. We got Veneria with no wig. I mean, it's cool, but I never use this one. I'm putting this in D tier, honestly. Brud with no bucket. Pretty much the same. I never use it, but it is a little bit funnier, so I'm going to put it at the bottom of C tier. Mr. Moon, D tier. I mean, Mr. Moon is cool. Like, again, all of these morphs, I like all of these morphs, but I have to rank them, and I would say Mr. Moon is probably at the bottom on my list. Same with Mr. Log here. Horror Mr. Log, maybe a little bit cooler, but again, I'm going to put him in D tier. Honestly, wow, we have gotten so many D tier back to back. I do feel bad. I do like these morphs, guys. Don't get me wrong. I do like these morphs, but I just don't think they're going to be at the top of my list. Now, guys, this is an old one, but this is a good one. We have Pure Mixed Phase 2 Mr. Sun here. And actually, guys, if you've watched my videos in the past, when I first got Pure Mixed Horror Mr. Sun, I said that this was going to be one of my favorites of all time. And to this day, it is. And for that reason, I am putting it in S tier, just below 1996 Mr. Tree. I think it absolutely deserves to be up there. Next up, we've got Mr. Happy PC. Honestly, Mr. Happy PC is cool. I like his vibe. I like the sound. I like the design and the animation. I think it's pretty middle of the road for me. I'd probably put them at the bottom of B. Maruna and Wyram, I mean, that's like a goated. That is like a classic. I love that it's basically like an actual full song. Like, it's not just an instrument. It's a full song. For that reason, I'm going to put it above Mustard Derpal in A tier. That's right. I am putting Maruna and Wyram in A tier. I think Pyramix Fun Computer deserves to be in A, but we're gonna listen to him really quick. I'll let you guys ultimately decide, but I think that he is one of the best. Let's hear him sing. I mean, it's such a like nice little sped up version of the old song, and it's a little bit different, and I honestly think it is so good. It's just overall like a better version of the original Mr. Fun Computer. Even the design, like the 3D model itself, is better. For that reason, I'm actually going to put that above Cably. I think that it's really good. I like all the Mr. Fun computers. And honestly, that one is a really good one. Next up, we have Proop Guy. I mean, again, I don't really use Proop Guy ever. I'm going to put him in D tier. He's cool. Like, I really like the 3D design. And I think he's really funny, but I never use him. Same with Mr. Tomato. I mean, like, Horror Mr. Tomato, he's cool. But honestly, I would put him maybe above Horror Mr. Log and Proop Guy here. I think that's honestly a good spot for him. Now we've got the 5 million visits, which is just like Dark Simon Phase 2. You could see in the game here, it is no longer attainable. Again, you'd have to be here for 5 million visits. This is honestly a sick morph though. It's honestly a really sick design. I hope that they bring some of these back one day. Like, it'd be really cool to get the 1 million, the 5 million, even the 10 million. I don't know if I have the 10 million. Or if they even did a 10 million. I think they might have just skipped to 20. But yeah, I mean, I think it's really cool. I don't have it, so I don't really have anything to evaluate it by. I think I'm going to just put it at the bottom of S tier just because it's another rare morph. Actually, I think maybe I would put it under Santa Tunner just because, again, I've never tried it, but I know it is super rare. Now, this next one is actually fire. I loved the Maze V2. This was a really good game to play, and we got such a sick morph from this. I'm going to put this like middle A, like right above Happy Bot. What else do we have? Mr. Not So Happy PC. I mean, yeah, he can kind of go below Mr. Happy PC. Now we have Pyramid Simon, and Pyramid Simon actually is a really interesting morph for me because this was one of the first Pyramid morphs I added. I think this might have actually been the first Pyramid morph. Or no, I don't know that it was, but it was close. And honestly, for that reason alone, I would probably put that top of B tier. It's not my favorite by any means, and I don't think the design holds up to some of the new Pyramid versions, but I think it is still pretty cool, and obviously, like, it is kind of an OG badge. Then we have Horror Ginger Plant here. I mean, I don't ever use him. He could go in D tier. Kasky, another one that I don't really ever use, but I would maybe put it in C tier because I kind of like the sound. Then we have Mustard Sprung Monolith. And if you guys watched my last video, you know I had to get out of the map. And to do so, we use Mustard Sprung Monolith. I think he's really cool. I love that his animation was like one of the first to be like really unique compared to all the other ones. For that reason, I'm putting him at the top of A. Guys, this is because his animation really was unique at the time. Like, I had never seen anything like that on any of the other Sprunkies. So he absolutely deserves to be at the top of A. Then we have Mustard Orin. I mean, he's cool, but he's just like Clucker. I would maybe put him above Clucker. Mustard Simon, kind of the same vibes. I'll maybe put him at the top of C tier. Then we have Pyramid derpal. And guys, this is, again, another S tier. Not a high S tier, but I would put Pyramid derpal maybe below Pyramid Horror Mr. Sun. I think Pizza, honestly, is like cool, but I think he's like B tier. Like, he's not anything special. I do like his animation, but it's nothing crazy. Now we have the race, and the race was incredibly hard to get. I remember this morph and this mini game were so difficult. It was really cool at the time, but it was so hard. I would probably put this in B tier just because of how hard it was. And honestly, we got the car from it, so maybe I would move it up to A tier because I do like the top hat car guy. Like, that was honestly a cool morph. Pixel Mr. Sun, obviously, it's like rare, 20 million visits, but I don't love Mr. Sun all that much. I'd probably put him at the bottom of A tier. I mean, I don't really love it. Like, it's not like my #1 favorite, but it's definitely up there, and it's a rare morph, so it's pretty cool to have. And I love all the pixel morphs, obviously. Mustard Mr. Tree, that's not someone I really ever use. I'm putting him in D tier. Tox, now Tox is an interesting one because Tox I feel like is pretty basic, but I actually really do love Tox, and I remember him being kind of hard to get. He was kind of hidden on that race map. I would put him at the top of B tier just over Pyramid Simon. Now we have Horror Kate, and honestly, Horror Kate is cool because you have to find someone with the Meet the Owner badge to get it. It was kind of hard at first. I remember searching around everywhere, and someone actually had the Meet the Owner, and they morphed into it so that I could get Horror Kate. I think it's pretty cool. I don't really ever use Horror Kate, so I'm going to put her at the top of B tier. Now we have no visor, and actually I want to go back into RP and animations for this one. I don't know why, but I kind of like it. Like, I know I didn't really love the no wig on Vineria or the no bucket on Brud, but the no visor on Garnold is weird because like you actually get to see Garnold's eyes, and obviously the sound is still the same. I think it's just an interesting take on Garnold, and because I think it's so interesting, I'm putting it at the top of B, or actually I'm going to put it at the bottom of A. I think it's interesting. I don't think it's the coolest one by any means, but I think it is really interesting. Now we have Pyramix Horror Garnold, and that one is 100% going in A. I would probably put that above 1996 Horror Funbot. I just love the Pyramix, and I love Garnold, so honestly, that's not a hard choice at all. Okay, now we have Garnold's Factory. This one, you got the Phase 3 Mr. Fun Computer. This is a really cool morph, but it was so difficult to get. I'm probably going to put him at the bottom of A just because I love Mr. Fun Computer so much. Then we have Retake Parker, and honestly, I never use Retake Parker, but I think the design overall is really cool. I'd probably put that at the bottom of B tier. And then we also have Horror Tox, which I think is better than Tox, so I'm putting him just above Tox. We have Mustard Funbot, again, not one that I really use. I'll probably put that maybe at the top of C. I think it's probably better than Mustard Simon. Then we have an absolute banger here. I'm going back to Roblox for a second. As I've said all video, I love the Pyramix and I love Garnold, so having Pyramix Garnold, I mean, listen guys, like the animation on this is sick. There's no glow, but it doesn't really need it. It's still sick and the sound is awesome, and honestly, the 3D model is awesome. And because of all that, I'm putting that higher than Phase 2 Pyramix Garnold. I'm actually going to put it higher than a lot of them. I'm going to put it just below Animus. I think that's the perfect spot for him. Then we have Mustard Oax. Again, this can go at the bottom of C tier. I really don't use Mustard Oax. Sprunkster's Mr. Fun Computer. I mean, he's really cool. I'd put him at probably the bottom of A tier. Then we have Pixel Black, 30 million visits. This is another S tier. I absolutely love this one. It reminds me a lot of Pixel Derpal. Like, it has overall a similar vibe. I just love the pixel morphs. Like, they do such a great job with the pixel morphs in this game. The reason I'm rating this higher than Pixel Mr. Sun is because obviously I'm just not that big of a fan of Mr. Sun, but I love the Pixel Black. It's honestly such a great morph. And I actually think I would rank it higher than probably the Pyramix Derpal. Actually, no, I think I'll go one below the Pyramix Derpal. Then we have the Spunky Poster. Honestly, I don't really use this one too much. Same with Lollipop Cat. I do like them all, guys. Don't forget that I like all of these morphs. Even the lowest one, even Cool Guy. I think Cool Guy is cool, even though there really is nothing to do with him. Valentine's Pinky. I mean, I like this one because it's kind of rare. Like, you had to play during the Valentine's Day update, but I really don't use Valentine's Pinky, so I'll put her in C. Same thing with the Phase 2. Or sorry, I mean Phase 3. I mean, Phase 3 is probably cooler. Actually, it's probably cooler than a lot of the Mustard ones. I'd maybe put it... Actually, I'd probably put it pretty high. Wait, over 1996 Pinky for sure. Wait, would I even go up to here over Pyramix Hunter or even over Simon Mustard? Wait a minute. Would I go at the top of C tier? Would I even do it higher than Funbot Mustard? I think maybe I would. Honestly, that I think is a really good spot for Phase 3 Remastered Pinky. Then we have Pyramix Brud here. I mean, he's cool and he's Pyramixed. So obviously I'm going to put him in like C tier, but I don't really use him. So I'd maybe put him at the end behind Retake Parker. What else do we have here? We have Pyramix Wenda. I mean, Pyramix Wenda's cool. I would say maybe kind of around Retake Wenda. That looks about right. Now, Oax here. I actually think the Pyramix Oax is really sick. And I would honestly rank him kind of high. I would maybe put him in A tier, maybe above No Visor Garnold. I think that looks pretty good. Then we have Acid here, and Acid is actually really cool. I love his animation. I don't really use it all that much, but I do really like the sound. I'd probably put them at the bottom of A tier. All right, here we've got Phase 3 Remastered Funbot. Honestly, I would put this above some of the other Funbots. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I would probably put this above 1996 Funbot. I think there is a good spot for it. Then we have Broker. I mean, Broker, I don't really know. Broker, I like a lot. Like, I like the animation a lot. I think I'd maybe probably put it somewhere in B here, maybe above Pizza, maybe even above Simon there. I think that's probably a good spot for it. Okay, I cannot remember exactly what the eyes were for. All right, yeah, this was the Horror Mr. Fun Computer. Because it's Pyramixed and because it's Mr. Fun Computer, I'd probably put that about here in A tier. I think that's probably a good spot for him. Phase 3 Remastered Wenda is actually kind of rare. I feel like it's hard to find. I think I would put her at just below Horror Kate in B tier. Mustard Mr. Sun, you guys know exactly where that's going. I would maybe put him above Cool Guy. Pyramix Horror Oax is pretty cool, actually. I think I would honestly put him just below the other Pyramix Oax. Retake Mr. Bear I like, but I like Phase 2 better, and Phase 2 is not in this game. Mr. Bear is cool, but I would put him at like C tier, maybe above the Mustard guys. Restricted Lab, now this was in order to get Sprunky Pyramix Sulfur. You can see exactly what he looks like here. He even has like a walking animation in his tail wags. I think this is going to be the first one in a while, but I think you guys know where this is going. Oh, and also, I guess I could show you how he sings too. Like, obviously the animation is sick and the audio is insane. I think the first time we got him, I raved about him. So I think you guys can guess it's going S tier. And I would honestly put this above the 30 million visits Pixel Black, like 100%. Then we have Pyramix Mr. Sun, which I think is better than the other Mr. Suns, but it's still Mr. Sun. I would probably put him at the bottom of C tier. We have Pyramix Horror Broker, who is really cool, but I wouldn't put him higher than the original Broker. Pixel Simon is like less rare. It's 50 million visits, so this was honestly somewhat recent, and it's Simon, but he is Pixel, but he's nothing crazy. I would probably put him just above 20 million visit Pixel Mr. Sun. Then we have the Pyramix Horror Simon, which you actually get for playing an hour and a half. This one is sick, but it's nowhere near S tier. I think I would probably put this in B tier above Horror Kate. Lollipop Cat 2, I think this is the Horror Lollipop Cat. I'd probably put them in D tier as well. Pyramixed Orin, honestly, would probably go maybe just below or above Pyramix Oax. I'll leave it like that for now. Mustard Ratty is cool. I'd probably put him maybe even above Mustard Simon. Probably there is good. Now, Pyramix Gray, I actually love the base on Pyramix Gray. I'm putting him just below 1996 Gray. That is a really, really high A tier spot. I think that's where he belongs. We also have the Pyramixed Horror Acid, which I would say is probably just a tad bit better than the normal acid. I would even say maybe above Sprunkster's Mr. Fun Computer. And finally, we have Thisto, who I actually think is a really, really goated morph. I don't know that it's S tier, but I honestly would put it at the top of A tier. And that is our list, guys. Let me just look through this one more time and make sure there's nothing I want to switch around. Okay, I actually think I want to put 1996 Pinky at the bottom here. And I want to move Mustard Clucker below Mustard Oax. And then Mustard Orin actually could probably move above 1996 Sky. And then I think that's good. So our S tiers are Early Player Pixel Derpal, the new Phase 3 Remastered Derpal, Meet the Owner Kate, 1996 Derpal, 1996 Mr. Tree, Pyramix Horror Mr. Sun, Pyramix Derpal, Sprunky Pyramix Sulfur, 30 million visit Pixel Black, 1 million visit Scary Kate, and the OG Phase 3 Derpal. It's the only one that is shaped differently than a circle. It's shaped like a mouth. Those are 100% the S tier. I think this is honestly a good list. Let me know in the comments what you would rank some of these and how you would change this up. I'm curious to know how you guys would change it. But guys, I just uploaded a video on my second channel. It should be popping up right about now on the screen, but you could also click the link in my description to go check out more of my Sprunky content. And don't forget to subscribe.